Dear students, let us start the discussion on today's newspaper 9th August 2017. The first article, Ready for Mosque at a Reasonable Distance. It is by Shia Board. So here, you know the Babri Masjid issue and its backdrop. The land title to whom it belongs to is a major question before the Allahabad High Court. A latest development in this issue is a Shia board in UP opposes the decision of the Sunni board on Ayodhya issue, and it stated that it is willing to build a mosque distant from the existing place in a Muslim locality. So it is expecting to solve the problem amicably and peacefully. That's what is the latest development over here. Let's come to the editorial page, the mood of the moment. Now, in the last week yesterday we read, what is the legacy of Nehru to India? The Gandhian and Nehruvian nationalism, it is based on a different ideology. So they are based on inclusiveness, anti-colonialism, elimination of poverty, prosperity and wealth for everyone. So that's what is the nationalism is built on. On the other hand, the idea of India, it denotes various connotations, that is diversity, pluralism, inclusiveness. On the other hand, if there is divisiveness which is based on the religion or divisiveness which is based on nationalism, all these are going to undermine the institutions and also the democracy in the country. And second is, there is growing attitude of silencing voice of different sections of the society in the name of nationalism. So here, the opposition and its voice is very critical for a democracy. And at the same time, an impartial media is expected to exist and expose the weaknesses of the government. And Right to Information Act like progressive legislations are supposed to bring in government and its functioning to the people. So when government itself is trying to suppress these instruments, obviously it is not in the good light of the democracy. That is what this article talks about. It also takes various historical references. If you talk about total revolution, which was called by Jayaprakash Narayan against Indira Gandhi government, and then Anna Hazare movement, all these are anti-corruption movements. And also underlying principle is in these movements is to protect the idea of India. Any anti-corruption movement, it shall also be aligned with the inclusiveness, diversity ideas of India. That's what this article stresses on. Food for action. So in Swaraj Abhiyan case, the Supreme Court has clearly stated or directed the states to implement and establish the National Food Security Act and related mechanisms. As for NFSA, 75% of the rural people and 50% of the urban people, they shall get the food subsidy. So in this context, the National Food Security Act is supposed to be a solution for nutritional needs of the people. But however, the things are turning other way around. As per this act, every state shall create a food commission, and every state also shall have a grievance redressal mechanism, and most of the states did not create this. Even states like Tamil Nadu, they did not enact this law as per the directions of the center. As for Article 256, both the center and state have a responsibility to implement the parliamentary laws. In this context, the parliament or center can impose even the Article 256. So, in India, the nutritional levels vary from one region to the other region. So, NFSA is a tool to effectively bring uniform standards of the nutrition across the people in the country. That is what is called food for action. Next is Rouhani's challenges. Mr. Hassan Rouhani is the Prime Minister and he got re-elected as the President of the Iran. So in this context, let us see few things. Iran establishment, it has a supreme leader who has to protect the Islamic nature of the state over there. And President is the executive head. In spite of this, the security establishment works under the supreme leader. So the supreme leader, and he is under the control or influenced by the hardliners. On the other hand, Mr. Rouhani is a reformist. So he won the elections in the name of reformist agenda. But however, there are many challenges for him to move forward. One is the President Trump. He is imposing more and more sanctions day by day basis on Iran. And he is also not willing to certify that Iran is following the Iranian nuclear deal which has been signed. And on the other hand, Sunni faction in this particular part of the world is strengthening, and Trump also has supported this Sunni faction headed by Saudi Arabia. Recent sanctions against the Qatar on developing relations with Iran is a critical example for this. So there are many challenges before the Hassan Rouhani to take forward his reform agenda. Will he succumb to the pressure or not? We have to wait and see. Now let's come to an interview of the day with A.P. Shah, who was former Law Commission member and also the judge of the High Court, New Delhi. So in this case, try to understand his ideas with regard to India and also the growing phase of Indianness. So the first what he says is, Rabindranath Tagore, he has clearly stated that in India or anywhere, the nation becomes powerful at the cost of the harmony of social life. Remember this. If nation becomes powerful at the cost of harmony of the social life, that day is an evil day for humanity. It means there has to be a balance between the state and the citizen and society. And there has to be clear influence of the citizen on the state, state on the citizen. So the state shall not overdevelop itself at the cost of the citizens and harmony in the society. So that's what is the opinion of Rabindranath Tagore. And then Nigerian writer Mr. Ngozi Adichie, he has clearly stated the danger of a single story. The danger of a single story, it means if you are exposed to one single narrative from different dimensions, you believe that to be true. So, different voices have to give different perspectives. Then only we can understand what is happening around. So, the danger of a single story. So, here we need to clearly understand that will undermine the multiple voices that are existing in a democracy, will ultimately undermine the democracy itself. And Gandhiji, he has clearly spoken about this sedition. So, a sedition law can only be applied when it incites the violence. Here the Gandhiji's view is this. So a sedition law can wait till any word is being spoken unless it incites the violence. That is what is the Supreme Court stand in Kedarnath Singh versus State of Bihar. And with regard to right to privacy, the right to privacy is not one single law or one single right. It has multiple dimensions to it. Privacy of space, privacy of data, privacy of person, etc. So the right to privacy cannot be seen as one single diamond or one single right, or shall be seen as a right embedded in multiple dimensions. So in this context, the underlying principle for right to privacy is human dignity. So these are the opinions expressed which are beautiful, and remember them for your essay. Now, let's get into the next paper. So, in this case, one denomination, two dimensions. It is about different sizes of 500 rupees note. Deepak Mishra is to be the 45th Chief Justice of India. And these are the articles for today. And then, let's get into the Tim Cook's interview, the Apple chief Tim Cook's interview. The future of India. So I liked a few ideas of Mr. Tim Cook over here. So we are not worried by the competition. So we want to create a product which is satisfying to the customer and an ecosystem surrounding the quality product. So I believe the same thing. Create a quality product and let the people appreciate the quality. The market automatically develops. No advertisement can help you unless your product quality is good. That is what Mr. Tim Cook's opinion, which you can take forward. And the future of technology is going to be influenced by augmented reality and artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence not only going to create job loss, but also going to provide the opportunities, new kind of opportunities. That's what he's trying to state over here. In the next page, I gave you the notes, and this notes is available to you at laix.in/civilsprep. Thank you very much and all the best.